Should The Rock sit at the head of the table?
This is an emergency because holy shit, The Rock returned and it wasn't a typical Rock return, say hello to the crowd and go home. The Rock wants to fight Roman Reigns. I swear to God, every single day, my WrestleMania 40 ticket just gets better and better. I bought that shit in fucking July. So Triple H announced that a former WWE champion was going to be in attendance tonight. So everybody was speculating The Rock. The Rock was on College Game Day for the Rose Bowl, which is in California, and they were in San Diego that night. It made me laugh so hard because the whole crowd is standing. They got their phones out, ready to watch The Rock come out. And then Jinder Mahal's music hits, and you see everybody just groan, and they all slowly put their phones down. I was dying laughing. I'm like, this is amazing. If it was just Jinder Mahal, that would have been awesome because it just was it's just funny as hell. Jinder goes on his rant. He's on his anti-America shit. But then it got almost political to the point where I was like, oh, this is getting weird. What's the angle here? What's going to happen? Is The Rock really going to come out? Music hits. The Rock does come out. Crowd goes nuts. The fucking San Diego crowd was awesome the whole night. Rock comes back, huge pop, and then The Rock starts talking back and forth with them, and they keep mentioning politics. They keep mentioning America, the people, USA.
And The Rock is damn proud to be an American.
Oh shit, The Rock. This is where The Rock is going to announce that he's going to become president. He's going to run for president. I thought that's what was going to happen. It was so like pro-America, and Jinder Mahal was doing his best. It reminded me of Shane Gillis making fun of wrestling on the Joe Rogan podcast.
They'd have Arab dudes come out and be like, America fucking sucks ass. And these dudes are like, take that the fuck back.
That's literally what Jinder Mahal was doing. The segment itself was great. It had no substance to it, really. It was just, a typical Rock return. Which was nice is there was no bleeps.
They boo you because you're the biggest asshole walking God's green earth. You are the day one douchebag.
And it's just such a better experience when there's no bleeps in it. And I know Fox has to do what they got to do. Rock sings the song. They fight. Spinebuster, people's elbow. He rolls out of the ring. The Rock is still in there. Broke his belt buckle, and his belt came off, and he actually hit Jinder with it, which I thought was funny. You think it's over. You think, like, all right, I guess The Rock just returned for one night. It was fun. And then The Rock says that he's hungry, and he's going to go out somewhere to eat. I thought he was going to be going on the route where what he used to do, anytime he was in a certain city, he would bring up some famous restaurant or some famous area, and he would mention, like, oh, he's going to go there tonight. He's going to have pie or whatever, talk about Poontang pie. That's what I thought was going to happen. But then he said, where should he sit? As soon as he said, where should he sit, I said, holy shit, he's going to sit at the head of the table. And, he did the booth. No. Do the bar. Should The Rock sit at the head of the table? And my fucking jaw, I haven't had an emotion. I was like, no fucking way. So The Rock just called out Roman. We finally got it. It's been so long. We've all been waiting for it for the last maybe 5 or 6 years. The question is where? I know the Elimination Chamber, it's in Australia. It's in a huge stadium, like 65,000 people or something like that. I could totally see them doing it at Elimination Chamber, but a lot of people are saying, it's people on Twitter, so take it with a grain of salt, but people are like, there's no way they're going to do it at Elimination Chamber. A match that big can only happen at WrestleMania. Part of me agrees, part of me doesn't agree. Listen, I am the biggest mark for The Rock. I can do his promos, almost all of them, word for word. I am not going to prove that to you because I don't want to do that to myself right now. I've been the biggest Rock fan since I was a little kid. The Rock was always my favorite wrestler. Just to even prove more to you, I have it somewhere. This is the WCW World Heavyweight Championship belt with The Rock's name played on it, if you can see it. Heavy. I got that when I was like 9 or 10 years old. I'm for it. My only thing, and it pains me to say this. It really pains me to say this. The Rock is pushing 50. He didn't look phenomenal at 40. He got gassed out at 40. He was pretty tired after a little scuffle, spine buster, and people's elbow. He was out of breath.
Tonight, after all this ass kicking, The Rock is going to go out.
I would be afraid of him main eventing WrestleMania. And I say that for multiple reasons, not just because I don't think the match would be great, which I totally get. It's like The Rock versus Hogan. You don't need a great match. You just need a loud-ass crowd, and you need one of the greatest of all time, and then the biggest top star in the industry right now, which is Roman. That's a huge match. That is, I don't want to say it's levels of Rock versus Cena, but in terms of magnitude, it can be that. The match is going to be awful. I know it's going to be bad, but Roman puts on a great show without doing much. Roman and him could tell a great story. If you do that at WrestleMania, you know The Rock isn't going to win. That's going to be The Rock's, whatever it is, that's going to be The Rock's last match, which I'm there for. It's very predictable to have that. It pains me to say it because I'll be at WrestleMania 40. I would love to see The Rock actually wrestle. I haven't seen him wrestle since I was very, very little. To be 27 and see him live in person at WrestleMania 40 would be insane. But I still think the route should be Cody Rhodes. I do think Roman versus Cody 2 at WrestleMania 40 should be the main event. The two biggest stars right now going at it one-on-one because you don't know who's going to win. It's very unpredictable. If it's Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania, Roman's going to win. And then maybe Cody gets it at SummerSlam. If you do it at Elimination Chamber, that is a huge marquee match in Australia. They can sell that place out. It'll be eyes on everything and then leading into WrestleMania, which can make Cody look stronger if he wins, because then he'll beat whoever at Royal Rumble, and then he'll beat The Rock at Elimination Chamber. Then The Rock can go out, ride into the sunset forever, which it would suck because I wouldn't be able to see it, but I still think The Rock is going to be at WrestleMania 40. And wrestling has just gotten better and better. And to start off, on the very first day of 2024, they dropped a fucking nuke and said, yeah, we're fucking coming for it all. 2024 is off to a hot fucking start for me and for WWE. So I think it makes more sense to do it at Elimination Chamber. I understand the magnitude of it all. Being 40 years, should it be The Rock versus Roman? Yes and no, but it's just funny that CM Punk comes back and The Rock comes back, and he might take a spot from somebody in the main event, which would be Cody Rhodes. So now CM Punk can go up to Cody and say, now you know how I felt. Or, hear me out, triple threat. I know. That's not a very good idea. Roman versus Rock has to be one-on-one. I agree. But WrestleMania 20 was a triple threat. Probably the best triple threat of all time. WrestleMania 30 was a triple threat. A very, very good triple threat. Feel-good feeling. Very, very similar to 20. WrestleMania 40. Do we go 3 for 3 with a triple threat where Cody has to overcome the odds of Roman Reigns, who beat The Undertaker, who's beaten Brock Lesnar, who's beaten John Cena, who's beaten everybody, including Cody, and has to beat The Rock. You want to talk about finishing a story? There's no bigger victory than fighting Roman Reigns and The Rock in the same night and winning. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. And it could help preserve The Rock because he's not going to look good in the ring. I'm just saying. Think about it. Peace.